he's a police officer. I'm like, whatever, dude, you're the one that knows this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it was a good weather weekend.
Sure was.
We must be having a technical delay.
Was, but I guess we are.
I thought we were waiting for the people to come in the door.
We're waiting for the crowd to show up.
Well, that could be too, yeah.
Still taking tickets.
Yes.
Yeah.
A little disorderly outside right now.
Security's got to wand everybody.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I got about 45 days before my son gets deployed to Qatar.
Oh, really?
45 days, where's he go?
Qatar.
What branch is he in?
He's in National Guard.
Okay.
MP, and he, his division is basically Secret Service for the military. So him and 8 of those guys are gonna go guard a
What's,
4-star admiral.
is he down in St. Clair then? That MP?
No, he's out of Springfield.
Oh, Springfield, okay.
The computer is having issues, it's recording sound but not the video. Jamie's on, getting Matt to help figure out what's going on. So it's how
As
you.
long as we got sound,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're doing
We have
that.
sound.
Yeah.
then
yeah, we got
nobody's gotta
sound.
look at us.
Yeah. We just need the sound for the minutes, so I'm not worried about the
All those people at home are gonna be
We're gonna have more
disappointed.
viewers this week.
You didn't have to look at us.
A bunch of voices for radio.
Yeah.
Oh, my cleaning guy's not here.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Just dawned on me.
Thought of that. Too late, it's too late. Better show up next month.
When Bill walked in, that's who I
Kel's
thought
on
it
here,
was.
isn't
No, I'm one of you guys now. Okay, Teresa. Call to order, City of Washington Board of Public Works, Tuesday, April 28th, 2026, 7:30 a.m. Roll call, please.
Okay, John Vidmer,
Here?
Brad Mitchell,
Here.
Mike Radetick,
Here?
Steve Struber,
Here.
Steve Solentrump, Tim Pepsel, Austin Horstkamp, Bill Mayhew,
Here.
Stand for the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we have a full house. Welcome, everyone.
And my Kanemi guy is pulling up now.
Oh, good, all right, thank you. Minutes, everybody have a chance to look at the minutes?
Yeah, there's one correction. I was actually here last month. It was,
Oh, I marked you absent.
yeah, I
I'm so
was
sorry.
absent in February.
I know, correct.
I was actually here.
I didn't notice that.
Are you?
You must have been quiet.
I think there needs to be discussion on this.
I probably was sleeping, but I actually was here.
All right. A motion?
I'll make a motion with that correction.
Second.
Motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Minutes approved, thank you very much.
Perfect attendance.
Well, first of all, welcome, we have a new advisory board member, Mike.
Bill?
Bill.
Bill.
Mayhew.
Looking at his name. I wanted to pronounce your last name right.
Mayhew,
Mayhew.
yeah.
Welcome.
There was a horse thief back there someplace, I think, that took the Y out of it, but
All right, welcome.
thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Priority items, Kevin, anything?
No priority items. That's always a good thing when we don't have priority items.
Wow, that is a good thing.
Very good.
Yes.
Wastewater's blank, we don't have anything to approve, no bills, no nothing?
Thankfully, at this point in time, no bills because they're usually big when we get them. Yeah, no, everything's going pretty good. I mean, we will have some We're still waiting to start, well, to finish the other two motors at the treatment plant, the influent motors that we've been working on now for, what, 2 years now, I guess, 2 years. But that's still in the works. Other than that, lift stations are running good. I know, I go down on Front Street, not every day, but probably every other day, and I roll my windows down and I drive down Front Street, and I don't smell any odor down there. I don't know if anybody ever.
There was
else has.
one day last week at the coffee house, it was pretty bad
Okay.
inside. I know,
I know Mike had told me that he was still smelling that deodorant bag that we had put in there, so we pulled that out. So we'll see if maybe that was causing the problem.
it was sometime last week.
Yeah, but other than that, so our pumping scheme seems to be working. Probably gonna start working on doing something with the Walnut Street lift station here. You know, we worked on all that stuff and everything. We've been up, next rain event, if we get the same kind of influx into Walnut Street, after we slip line, then it's gonna have to be downspouts and things like that are tied in. So we'll smoke test and see what houses we see smoke coming out of. But that's kind of the steps of what we're working on that, so.
Good, thanks.
So just a little update on some of that stuff, so.
With all the conduit work down on Front Street, is there anything you're doing with water or wastewater lines down there?
Oh, well, no, we already replaced that water line down there all the way from,
That's done,
yeah, from Market all the way down to
Stafford.
Stafford, and services, so, we don't have a whole lot to do down there, we're just helping out whenever they need a little bit of assistance, but other than that, that's, we're letting the street department have the fun down there now. We had our fun, let them have their fun down there now, so.
Any questions on wastewater? Nope. How about water? Anything, why don't we start out with our guest first? And
Yeah,
get an
because
update?
that's the biggest thing on that, yeah. So Mike's here from Tanemic Paint. That's the company that supplied the paint for our water towers, Clay Street and Enduro. As we all know, we had a peeling problem. Tanemic came in and did a lot of testing, took samples back, and I'll let Mike elaborate on it a little bit more, but they didn't find the why of what caused the problem, basically. So what Tanemic is doing, and I have great respect for them, they are taking care of the problem for us. They're getting everything lined up, they're paying for everything, so the city, which is, I mean, it wasn't our fault, so the city wouldn't have had to pay anything, shouldn't have had to pay anything anyway, but there's a whole thing behind that. But, so anyway, so I thought I'd have Mike come here and kind of give you guys an update on where we're at. We've actually kind of started on it right now, so I'll let Mike come up and
All right.
finish up, so.
Thank you, Kevin, and I appreciate the opportunity here. As he mentioned, we ran into some problems, as you can see on the tanks themselves. Yeah, we don't know exactly what caused it. I mean, it was really, I've been with Tanemic now over 31 years, and have not seen it. It's one of those things, sometimes that happens and we can't explain it. So Tanemic stepped up and said, look, we reached out to the contractor that originally did the job, probably some condition things, who knows. But instead of, going down that road of leaving this thing open, we just decided we're gonna take care of things, and we're gonna make sure that the city is whole and your tanks are back in great shape, retaining the warranty that we had on them for the coating systems. And as he mentioned, we are, today actually, when I leave this meeting, I'm gonna go to the tank site. The contractor that we hired to come in and fix it is mobilized there. They're gonna start the preparation to clean them up. We're gonna take care of that. We've got the material ordered. So it's moving forward right now, and within the next, couple of weeks or so, depending on just weather conditions right now, we wanna work around that and make sure we have the right conditions to do it. But they're mobilizing today. I'll be out there to examine the surface preparation, make sure things are in order, where they need to be. And then we're gonna completely recoat the Clay Street tank. We're going to take care of what appears to be the bottom ring of the Enduro tank. That's gonna be completely repainted on the bottom section, all the way up to the first well seam, and that product will match that, so the color will blend. with that, so we'll have that fixed, and then again, we'll completely be overcoating the exterior of the Clay Street tank, so we will have you back in shape here in the next, few weeks.
Okay, that sounds very good.
Yeah, so what we'll have to do is when they're gonna do the prep work first. When they do get ready to paint, we will have to drain each one of the tanks, so.
Okay.
But that's not a big deal. We're used to doing that, so. But it is one thing we will have to do is dump 2 million gallons of water on the ground, but we gotta do what we gotta do, so.
Sure.
Anyway, that's,
Yeah, the paint is on its way. I think this week is probably gonna be the prep week, and then the material should be here by the end of the week.
yeah.
And then they should be able to start the painting process, which really won't.
Is it the same company that's doing the prep work that did it the last time?
No,
Okay.
it's not. We did reach out to them, and, we're hoping that, we were gonna get some support there with this mystery. We're like, we wish most of the time, through chip analysis and things, you could figure these things out. It's very kind of strange that,
Exactly.
we couldn't put our finger on it. We were kind of hoping they would have stepped up, but, they did give us a number to do it, and we kind of got a local company that, is
Gotcha.
well qualified.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I have all the confidence in the world, the company that's doing it, which was important to me, to make sure that this gets done correctly, and that we don't have any more situations. Because you guys are, the city of Washington is very important to Tenemic, to me, and, we just want to get this thing put behind us.
Yeah.
Right, Kevin?
Yep, that's right. These were the last tanks I was gonna have to worry about painting. Here, I'm repainting them again. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the way it's supposed to work.
I want to thank you for your patience during this time too, and allowing us to be able to do what we needed to do when we were looking at this last fall. Obviously, we couldn't really do anything in the fall, because last thing we want to do is do this in conditions that might cause another problem.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't want that, so I think we're in good shape. But if you guys have any questions, I can leave my card. Kevin knows how to get hold of me too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I know you get a hold of them.
I'll be out there today, and I'll be out there through the next couple of weeks, just to kind of watch things and make sure we're moving forward.
Okay.
Are you using the same product you used on the rest of the tank then, or is it a different product?
We're having to change up our primers just because of the conditions that we have now, so it's a little different primer. The top coat on Enduro is exactly the same top coat. We are doing a different finish coat and a different system on Clay Street, which is, highly, very high performing type coating system. So we're changing it up a little bit, but everything with your warranty and for longevity is all intact.
Yeah, and it'll be the same color, so it's not,
Same exact color.
yeah, we're not gonna have an oddball standing out there, so that's a good thing.
They should look back beautiful.
Oh, yes, they will, they
Want
will.
to do polka dots on it? We could do polka dots.
Yeah, no polka dots.
No polka dots.
When I leave, you guys can do whatever you want to them. Until I leave, they're staying blue.
Any
I like
other,
that blue, but I do like it, actually.
any questions, anyone?
No, that was good.
Thanks for,
Thank you so much.
explanation today. Thanks for coming out.
You're very welcome. Sorry we're a few minutes late, but, thank you all for
That's
your
all right, you
time.
got time.
Should I go ahead and just head to the tanks now?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. And
Thanks.
I'll see you out there somewhere with EPA and DNR, so.
Perfect. All right, I look forward to
Thank you very much.
it. Thank you again for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, thank you.
Okay, any other water issues?
Well, it's something that came up that I didn't have time to put on the agenda, and it's really just, so I put it in, I hand wrote it in other, on my sheet. We have a EPA and DNR inspection going on right now on the water side. The EPA has come in and they're evaluating our water system and how we manage it and how we run it and everything. So, it's all good. It's nothing bad. It's EPA in '22 decided to start doing these inspections on top of the DNR inspections, which they have the right to do. They are the governing, body of even the DNR. So it's all good. Just a lot of paperwork. Teresa's been helping me out. I spent yesterday afternoon in the office doing paperwork. I'll be back there at 8:30 doing a little more paperwork, and then we're going to go out and check every well and water tower. So it's going to be interesting. But anyway.
Is this a scheduled thing with them, or is this they do them unannounced, I'm guessing?
Well, they did give me 2 weeks of an announcement on it, but I mean, generally, it used to be the EPA was the mean big brother, and they would just walk in. say, here, we're here for an inspection. They don't do that anymore. They give you a couple weeks' notice now, thankfully, and you can kind of get, because there's a lot of paperwork involved in it, and if they didn't, they'd be spending 5 days here rather than 2 or 3 days, so.
About how often do they come?
This is the first time the EPA's been here.
Okay.
The DNR inspects us every three years, but this is the first time for.
And they're doing it simultaneously?
I don't know. DNR's here because EPA's here.
Okay.
EPA is their boss, so they're here because of that. Our inspection for DNR really wasn't scheduled until next year, I do believe, right, Dylan? Wasn't? Yeah, next year. So I don't know if they're going to use this as theirs, or they're going to come back next year again and go through the same thing. That I don't know, but.
I assume an EPA inspection and a DNR inspection, are they looking at the same things and asking for the same information?
EPA asked for more. Same concept, but they just asked for more information is all they're asking for. So, it's a young guy, Connor Finn's his name. He's a life scientist. I've never met a life scientist before, which is kind of neat, but anyway, been doing this a long time and I've never met a life scientist.
So is all this based on our community size and how we rank?
It is generated on community size, but we fall into that, I don't know how to say it, that opportune size, I guess. They already went over to Union. They hit Union, what, 2 months ago, Dylan, roughly? 2 months ago. So it's the cycle. We're in a cycle, and that's what it is. So, like I said, it's not a big deal. Now, we will get a report back from them. We'll see what that report says. You don't get anything from the EPA when you it's hard to have a conversation with EPA. They're not forgiving on information. So I asked him why they're there, and he said, because that's what we do. Yo, it's just.
And you said, well, that's okay.
That's what I said, okay. What do you need? No. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. Other than that, everything's going good. We're just trying to flush fire hydrants and exercise valves and maintain right now, so.
Very good.
That's it.
Any comments, questions on water? Keep the pressure up. Keep the sewers heading down the right direction. and
Both of the pipes are supposed to be in, it'll be a good day.
That's right.
There you go.
Any old business, anyone?
Oh, real quick, before we close, I do want to bring this up. We kind of talked about it a little bit, but I'd like to bring it up now. We tried to do shut-offs this month. There was a large amount of shut-offs, like 205, very unusual. We usually have about 76 of the same flyers on the shut-off list. But this time around, apparently we had, there's been an issue with us going to our new billing software company called iCloud? Yeah, iCloud. Apparently, what happened, and if anybody's hearing this, great. If not, whatever. When we switched from the city side and went to iCloud, everybody that had a charge card set up for
Right.
auto drafting, they needed to go to iCloud and reset that charge card account up. It didn't transfer from the cities to iCloud. And if they didn't do that, it wasn't drawn off their charge card. And if they didn't look at their charge card account to see if anything was drawn off of it, they didn't know. So there was some people that had been not paying for some months. The account got everything, it went haywire, let's put it that way. So I stopped doing shut-offs until we get this figured out, because it became very chaotic. So anyway, I just want to let everybody know that we had a lot. We're keeping an eye on it. We're working on it. Teresa's been working on it. Administration, finance has been working on it. I don't know exactly where we're at on how many people we still have that are in that kind of condition. But until we get it figured out on how many people didn't get transferred over, I'm going to hold off shut-offs because I can't decipher on this one and that one. I'm going to go shut that one off, but I'm not going to shut that one off. I'm going to wait until it gets lined up. So we may notice that our shut-off list may stay a little bit high for a little bit, but until we get it lined up and straightened out, I don't want to put the people through it. I don't want to put our workers through it, because there were some people that got rather upset about it and out of hand, I would say, in conversations with the staff here at City Hall. So to avoid that, we're working on trying to find out who is or isn't, and once we get that done, we'll get back to it. But
There still might be a problem with it, because I noticed on this month, I'm set up on that. I got the finance charge, but I didn't see where the city got their money.
yeah, so I don't
I'm
know.
gonna check into
Yeah,
that.
so that's what I mean. We're still working on this. So until we get it straightened out.
And I do wanna say, just so they know here, of the persons that were shut off, maybe shouldn't have or more information, 95% were very kind, very good to staff. We do have that smaller percent that can be ugly, and that's been the same way for 30 years.
That's a standard 6%. You
Yeah.
got 6% of the people who are gonna be unhappy, whether they're happy or not, they're gonna be
Right.
unhappy, so.
I just don't want everybody to think that everyone was mean, because we had some very, very nice.
No, but I do want everybody to know that
Understanding.
it's not fair to our staff to take that brunt
No.
when it wasn't the staff's fault that it happened. So
Okay.
I'm big
Well,
on
that's
that.
good
The
to
staff
know.
does not deserve that, and, you know, it irritates me, so I wanna be vocal about it.
Question.
Yes, Bill?
Is the problem with people that had their account being paid by a charge card or
Yeah.
just a charge card?
Yeah, just a charge
Okay,
card.
if it was drafted to your bank, no problem, right? Okay.
The only problem with drafting to the bank, because I draft mine from the bank, is you get notices saying that you've got a bill, and at the very bottom it says if you auto draft, do not worry about it.
Right.
That can be a little confusing, I guess, but I just know that, well, I look at my bank account probably 15 times a day, so I'm anal on that, but I know what's coming out of it. I just know it's gonna come out either on the 5th or the 7th, depending on what day it falls on, but, yeah, but that's the only thing with that side of it that could be an issue, is that you do get, you
Right, we
get bills
did-
when you know, which anyway, but it's.
We did have persons who said, you're right, I did not check my bank account to see that it was not being taken out.
Yeah.
Or they did not open a bill, whether it was a paper copy or an email copy. So, I mean, it's,
But we're working on it, so I just want to let you guys know that if you don't hear anything about shut-offs being done, it's not because we don't want to do them. We're trying to make it so that it's not as bad out there when we do them. Because it's rough on my guys too when they go out there. The world has changed, and it's not quite as safe as it used to be out there doing shut-offs. So we're being cautious on that side too. We have to be cautious, so. I don't want to go back to having 2 people in trucks, but we did have to do that through 2003 to roughly 2005. It got kind of rough. We had 2 people in trucks. And it got better, and now it's getting back to that again, so we'll wait and see. But if we have to do 2 people in a truck, I will do 2 people in a truck. It'll just take longer, but that's what it takes, that's what it takes. No.
Okay,
Okay?
that's good. Any other issues? Our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, May 26th. With that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded, all in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you very much.
set the system.
Did all you guys meet Bill?
Yes.
We met Bill.
Sorry, I should have been here introduced. Thanks for serving.
You're quite welcome.
So, John, you're up in what?
Fine, how are you?
Fine.
Are you stepping down? Are you retiring in June?